Hello and welcome, it's Pete here with another vlog, and this week we are having fun with some of our wonderful Tim Holtz Halloween dies. But before I do any die cutting, it's time to create the background. This is what it's all about today. So this is just a piece of A5 ivory card, and I'm going to apply some acrylics using my brayer. Now I'm going to start off with the lightest colour. This is Squash Blossom. Always give them a good shake first. We'll pop that there. Now you can buy papers that are already designed for Halloween, for Christmas, all those different seasons. But what I'm going to do today is create my own. It's so much more satisfying. So we'll just work. I'm mainly going sort of north to south, east to west with these. And you can turn it round. You can get some more. And so I want to get it to the point where the brayer or roller, whatever you choose to call it, is actually clear. So we'll get all of this paint off here. Now it's important, obviously, that you know how much you're putting onto your craft mat. Too much, you'll be here all day. Too little, you can always add more. Now, that's the first colour, that's the orange. See, it's already taken on that lovely random texture. Now this is Canyon Orange. Give it a good shake. Put a blob down there. As I say, I always work from dark to light, from light to dark, I should say. So we'll just take this, roll it out. Don't want it too heavy. So we'll start off, starting on the edges, like so. Working in to that center there. Okay, it's looking pretty cool already. It really makes a difference having the two shades of orange there. You don't have to stop at 2, but sometimes less is more. So we'll just get rid of some of this orange on the back, like so. See, there's me saying don't put too much down, and what did I do? It's not that much in truth, but there. Now, let's get back to our card with, this is Colonial Blue. It's a lovely, cool grey. And this one, this is the darkest colour, so we really don't want too much. I'm going to start with just that little blob. And again, start at the edges and up the center, and it's just dark enough. You don't want to go too dark or it'll smother that lovely orange that we've got. There we are. Now we're nearly there, home and dry. It's important at this point that we take a baby wipe, or you can use a spritzer and kitchen towel, but we just want to get this off. In truth, it's almost dry. You can take it to the tap and wash this off later on. It doesn't really matter. So, but I just want to go clean up as I go along. There. Now, there's my paper. It's looking fab already, but I want to add some stamped kind of interference. It's not, I don't want the stamp to be the actual feature of this. I just want it to use it as a pattern. And this is a text-based stamp. And I'm using, this is London Fog by Memento. It's a lovely grey. If you use black, it's a bit too much. It's a bit too strong. I just want it there in the background. There, starting to look good already. And we'll move this around. We want it to be quite random, although you'll notice I am very much going left to right and up and down. That went in there. One more, I think. Yeah, just there. Now, And there's no right or wrong. You just go stop or start whenever you feel the need. This is a sort of a coffee ring stroke paint splatter. That'll look great over the lighter area like that as well. One more there. Clock face. There. Off the edge. You can use any Halloween spooky stamps as well if you like. It's entirely up to you. Now, last one. This is a sort of well, you'll see. It's more of an interference pattern. See what I mean? No, we don't want to use too much, so just bring that across there. Last time, maybe down here. Okay, and that's me done. That's my stamping. You can see that grey. It sits in the background. It doesn't fight with everything that's going on. And because we're using die cuts, what'll happen if you've got too much strong pattern, it will disrupt the shape of the die cut. So that's my background paper ready to go. I could probably make quite a few projects out of that alone. On the left here, you'll notice that I've got another one which I created earlier, and this was made by die cutting the card first with my mixed media Halloween #2 set. Lovely set from Mr. Holtz, and you can see here, if I put my hand behind it, you can see the patterns there. We've got skulls, we've got that lovely sort of repeating pattern underneath as well. So one last finishing touch. This is Dilution's black marble ink spray. Now what I'm going to do with this is take that and flick some black onto the card. And I know what I said before about black being too strong, which usually it is, but this actually will soak into the paint and it will sit back nicely. You can see it's already starting to blot there. Okay, time to start die cutting. Now my daughter is obsessed, as only an 8-year-old can be, with a cartoon called Hilda, and it's really fun, but it's kind of on the spooky side. So I thought my wife and I were going to get her the Hilda graphic novels at Halloween, and I thought let's make a lovely bookmark. So to do that, I've got this die here. This is from a set called Halloween Hangouts. It's 1 of 5, and what I'm going to do is place it. Now you see this is a strip of the card that we made earlier, and I've matted it onto some dark brownish grey card. Actually it's Sizzix cardstock from the cardstock pack, one of the 20 colours. Now I'll place that like so and sandwich between my 2 cutting plates. Now they do say that if you cut the die face up, it cuts much better, and in truth it does, particularly with more complex dies. Not that this is a complex die, but it is cutting through 2 layers of card, so we want to make sure that it's doing the job. Now you'll see here when I take that away and pop that out, isn't that cool? I'll show you some of the other dies in a second. I'll put that to one side, and to complete the tag I'm going to pop a hole in there with my crocodile, place an eyelet through the hole, and I'm going to just pinch that together. Then finally take some of this lovely black gingham ribbon, pop that through, and just tie the ends off together for the finishing touch. Now the great thing, the cool thing about this bookmark being like it is you can put it into the book like so. and it holds onto the page. But it's not just about, well, I can show you some more bookmarks actually. Let's do that while I'm here. You remember the mixed media dies, our 3 lovely mixed media dies? Well, I made a couple more bookmarks. That's the one you can really see the detail coming through against this dark background. And that is the one with the skulls on it as well. Now, I want to show you some of the other, let's take this away for a second. I want to show you a couple of cards which I made with the Halloween hangouts. This is a lovely one, that's a little ghost there. And you'll notice that I've cut the word boo into that, and I'll show you what I used in a second. And finally, Wicked. That's using the owl from the set. There are 2 more. There's a bat and something else which escapes me for the time. Oh, it's a pumpkin. Of course it's a pumpkin. There we are. Now, the lettering comes from a die set called Treat Bag. And this is the set. Not only does it include this die, the large die, which cuts and creases a little treat bag. And here it is. Imagine that, full of jelly beans or whatever kind of sweets you prefer. So that's a lovely little size for giving out on Halloween. It includes this rather gorgeous alphabet, which was used to cut the detail into the cards. You also get the arrow, the star, the heart, and all your punctuation. So a pretty nice, very versatile, very usable set there. Now, there is another set that I want to show you, and this is called Frightening Faces. And there are 12 different, just give you that idea, 12 different faces. Now, if you've got a pumpkin die or something like that, you can use these to cut apertures in your die. I've actually used them for a couple of things actually. Firstly, this lovely card, you can see the word beastly was cut using that alphabet from the treat bag, and you can see all the different faces cut through that background that we made earlier as well. And there is one more thing. I'm afraid I haven't got access to the light switch, which is a shame because I've made this little tea light holder, and it's got all of those faces cut into it. So, and if I take these tea lights, obviously electronic tea lights are preferable. Well, not just preferable, essential. You don't want to come back and the house is on fire. So if this was a low light situation, it would look fantastic. Sadly, it's not. So we're just going to have to use our imagination. And I know if you're watching this, you've probably got pretty good imaginations as it stands. So there we have it, my friends. So there's the 4 sets. We've got Treat Bag, we've got Frightening Faces, we've got Mixed Media Halloween number 2, and we've got Halloween Hangouts. Pretty cool if you ask me. Thanks for watching, and again, as always, if you want any more inspiration, why not go to sizzix.co.uk. See you again soon. Bye!